Good, happy Sunday morning and happy Mother's Day to all the mothers. I'm Riley King and welcome to the Riley King Newscast right here on the Riley King Network. We have a lot of news to get to this Sunday morning, so let's get started right now. First up, prisoner from New Hampshire dies after being found unresponsive in Massachusetts State Prison barracks. Let's take a listen to that video from WMUR News 9.
An inmate from New Hampshire at the Massachusetts State Police Barracks in Danvers has died. He was found unresponsive in his cell. Police say the 49-year-old Fremont man was arrested this morning after a traffic stop on Route 99 in Saugus. He was charged with driving under the influence of drugs, possession, and speeding. The Essex County District Attorney's Office is investigating.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. Community comes together to celebrate Ukraine culture in Londonderry. Let's take a listen to that video from WMUR News 9.
Preparation H knows the no-touch relief you're angling for in that corner pocket.
It was a steady flow of people at the Londonderry Town Common on Saturday, impressing the organizers of the first Ukrainian Cultural Fair. Proud of their homeland and wishing to share, these women created the fair to educate people about the rich culture of the Ukrainian people, including the food and music.
I feel like first one-of-the-kind kind of event in New Hampshire.
Katerina Ridley moved from the Ukraine to Dover 3 years ago. She said they sold out of the most popular food almost immediately.
The most popular was borscht, which is a Ukrainian beet soup, and that was gone really quick, and also Ukrainian crepe.
Carrie Selesco came to the fair from York, Maine. She's been making bracelets to raise money for Ukrainians in need.
And I just started making them the colors of the Ukrainian flag and with putting a little heart in there and just doing what I can to collect money and donate to the people.
One thing missing from the event was traditional Ukrainian dancing. Linu Nurek says that will have to wait until peace is restored in her beloved country.
We have to be energetic. We have to keep going and work 24/7 to help them there. So we have to be in a good mood, not happy with broken heart, but in a good mood and very energetic.
And we want to show Ukraine in a good light, like show our food, our culture, like showcase the way Ukraine is so they can actually taste it and really understand what the Ukrainian culture and people are all about.
And the organizers of the fair have also created a non-profit organization, Dobro New England, set up to aid Ukrainians in need. You can learn more about Dobro on our website, WMUR.com. Jamie Staten, News 9.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. Croydon overturns drastic school budget cuts. Let's take a listen to that video from WMUR News 9.
Final vote was 377 yes.
379 registered voters turned out for Croydon's special town meeting Saturday, with all but 2 voting in favor of overturning the drastic school budget cuts that were passed back in March.
I've never been so proud of my town in all my life. This is amazing that we had all these people come out and support our children and public education as we know it.
This winter, the Croydon School Board proposed a $1.7 million budget for next school year. which would fund the K-4 Croydon Village School and pay tuition for students grades 5 through 12 to attend a school of their choice in a nearby district. But earlier this spring, the town voted to slash that budget by 53% to just $800,000. The idea was proposed by resident Ian Underwood, whose wife Jody serves on the school board. It was approved by a vote of 20 to 14, with the vote coming on a snowy Saturday in March.
My husband's idea was that you have to make a drastic cut in order to do something different. So he thought that if you do a drastic change, you can make a drastic change. You can't do it by just cutting the budget a little here and there.
Underwood says she believes the reduced budget would have still worked, saying the school board thoroughly looked into several alternate learning options. But most parents in town are happy with the way things work now and didn't want to jeopardize their children's education with a new format.
34 people voted on it on that day, and we had 379 people come out today. It just screams from the rooftops what our community feels about our children and their education and where our values are.
In Croydon, Scott Cook, WMUR News 9.
Surf it.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. Manchester Mayor tests positive for COVID-19. Let's take a listen to that video from WMUR News 9.
Manchester Mayor Joyce Craig has tested positive for COVID-19 this weekend. Her office says she's vaccinated and boosted against the virus. She's experiencing mild symptoms. She plans to isolate and continue to work from home. She won't share the regularly scheduled Board of School Committee meeting on Monday. Mayor Craig will return to City Hall once she tests negative.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. Hepatitis outbreak among young children. Let's take a listen to that video from ABC News.
Growing up, I feel as if my mom and I have bonded. And
we turn now to the growing hepatitis outbreak in young children. More than 100 cases nationwide. While still very rare, healthcare providers are urgently trying to figure out what's causing the illness, and they're telling parents to be on alert. Here's ABC's Andrew Dimbert.
Tonight, concerns continue to grow as parents and health officials struggle to determine the cause of a rare and mysterious hepatitis outbreak in children. The illness now accounting for 5 deaths and affecting over 109 children across 25 states in the last 7 months.
Having this cluster of cases, especially with the numbers of hospitalizations and the 5 deaths, is very concerning. We still don't have all the data necessary to make an informed decision about what is driving this increase in cases.
Last fall, Stacey Haverkamp delivered healthy twins, but one of them, little Elsie, soon started showing signs of jaundice.
All of a sudden, she just started to look a little yellow, and then the next day it was darker, and then her eyes were changing color.
Elsie's hepatitis caused her liver to fail, and to save her life, she underwent an emergency liver transplant. Her doctor, like many others in the U.S., are perplexed, still looking for a cause.
It did not give us a cause as to why she got so sick so fast. Retrospectively, we still don't know what caused it.
Doctors urging parents to be proactive and look out for symptoms.
The kids get fatigue and vomiting and diarrhea, which are pretty nonspecific, but then what gets worrisome is when you have signs of liver failure.
Now, the World Health Organization says about half the children testing positive for hepatitis here have also tested positive for adenovirus. Now, one theory from the Mayo Clinic suggests that some children may be more vulnerable to a certain strain of adenovirus due to all the precautions taken over the last 2 years to prevent the spread of COVID-19 infections. Whit?
All right, still a lot of questions there, Andrew. Thank you.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanop.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. That does it for this morning edition of the Riley King Newscast, right here on the Riley King Network. Thank you for tuning in and watching. Have a great day, everyone, and goodbye.